There are a lot of myths around losing weight. The best way to do it, what works, what doesn't work. And people wonder, can I spot reduce around my belly? Do crash diets work? Will sitting in a sauna help me lose weight? The answer to that last one is absolutely not. You will lose water, but you will replace that water weight over the next couple of days when you hydrate. So stay with me as we dive into some of the myths and misconceptions around weight loss. Welcome to the channel. I'm Gary Carlson, a health researcher with a full-time practice in physical therapy, and I'm passionate about all aspects of health. Before we start today, I'd like to ask that if you'd like to help this information reach more people, please subscribe and like the video. It's free, and as a new channel, subscribing simply tells YouTube to suggest my videos to more people. Thank you. So there's a lot of misinformation out there about how to lose weight and keep it off. While the internet is an amazing resource for health information, it can also be a big part of the problem. There are quick fixes, products that promise miracle results, and fad diets, and these are just a few of the things that can lead to a lack of success and maybe even health problems. One persistent myth is that extreme calorie restriction is the most effective way to lose weight. While a calorie deficit is necessary for weight loss, severe restrictions can actually lead to muscle loss, also nutrient deficiencies and metabolic adaptation. Rapid weight loss from extreme dieting is often followed by weight regain due to hormonal changes that increase hunger and decrease the sense of feeling full. And this approach can also result in the loss of muscle mass, which actually slows down weight loss goals. The reason for this is that the more lean muscle you have, the higher your metabolism and the more calories you'll burn throughout the day, even while at rest. And this is because muscle is metabolically active and burns calories as fuel. So sustainable weight loss requires a moderate calorie deficit, balanced nutrition, and consistent physical activity instead of just short-term crash dieting. Another common misconception is that specific foods or food groups must be avoided to achieve weight loss. But there's no scientific evidence that a single food, such as carbohydrates, cause weight gain when consumed in moderation. What matters most is total energy intake versus energy output, along with the quality of food consumed. So simply put, your caloric output must be greater than your dietary intake. Basic math. And the idea that eating late at night causes weight gain is kind of misleading. Weight gain occurs when caloric intake exceeds expenditure, regardless of the time of day that food is consumed. And the belief that certain diets, such as keto or paleo, are universally superior for weight loss is also flawed. Keto does work, but there'll be another video on whether it's a good idea for long-term health, so stay tuned for that. Many so-called miracle diets are not sustainable as a lifelong nutrition plan, which is what you want. And this can lead to rebounds in weight. But sticking to a chosen dietary plan is a stronger predictor of long-term success than the specific type of diet. And skipping meals, particularly breakfast, is often incorrectly believed to help with weight loss. But the research indicates that skipping meals can lead to overeating later in the day, defeating the purpose of skipping the meal in the first place. Because you're so hungry that you want to eat more later in the day, right? Or you might snack on high-calorie foods like granola bars all day, which doesn't really satisfy your hunger like a normal meal does. It just adds up to more calories. And eating frequent small meals throughout the day does not significantly boost metabolism, as often claimed. Although some people just prefer to eat that way, and there's nothing wrong with it. But your metabolic rate is determined by the total energy needs, not your meal frequency. Then there's detox diets and cleanses. These are popular, but they lack scientific support for long-term weight loss or real health benefits. Because for detox, the liver and kidneys, as well as the skin, naturally detoxify the body. See my video called Sweat Out Toxins for more on this. Any weight loss from detox or cleanse diets is primarily water weight. And a big myth that goes back a long way is what's called spot reduction. This is the idea that targeting a specific body part, like your belly, with exercise can burn fat in those areas. But this has long been disproven. Fat loss occurs systemically. It's impossible to reduce fat in just one area, like around your waist or your butt or whatever. So those old vibrating belt machines, maybe you've seen those things, that's a total waste of time. And another myth is that cardio is the only effective form of exercise for weight loss. While cardio is great and it can burn significant amounts of calories, strength training builds muscle, which increases the resting metabolic rate and supports long-term fat loss. So it's more a combination of cardio and strength training, along with good nutrition, which will yield the fastest results. And while some people believe that weight loss supplements are a quick fix, these products lack any real scientific evidence and may pose health risks. The FDA does not strictly regulate dietary supplements, and many products are just ineffective or might even contain harmful ingredients. And something else to consider is that water weight fluctuations are often mistaken for true fat loss or gain, just like we discussed in the intro about sitting in a sauna. So this can lead to frustration and confusion. These fluctuations are influenced by factors like your salt intake, your hydration levels, and hormonal changes rather than body fat changes. And many people rely solely on a scale to track their progress. Now, a scale is, of course, a great tool, but body composition changes, including muscle gain and fat loss, are more informative. And this is because when you're exercising regularly, particularly some form of resistance training, you will build muscle while losing fat. So your weight might not seem to change that much on a scale, but you're laying the groundwork to shift your metabolism into being a long-term fat-burning machine, which is what you want. And so metrics like body measurements and progress photos can often give a more accurate picture. The other thing is, how are your clothes fitting? If your clothes are fitting better, then you know you're on the right track. Another myth is crash diets and cheat days. These are often viewed as necessary for weight loss, but they can lead to disordered eating patterns. For example, a cheat day can undo 3 or 4 days of hard work. So a balanced approach with occasional indulgences is more sustainable and less likely to result in feelings of deprivation or guilt. And another really big factor in weight loss is stress and sleep, which are often overlooked factors. Chronic stress increases cortisol levels, which can promote fat storage, particularly around the abdomen. And poor sleep disrupts hunger-regulating hormones such as leptin and ghrelin, increasing cravings and caloric intake. So let's talk about hydration for a minute. Water intake is another aspect of effective weight management. Good hydration can help regulate your appetite, support your metabolism, and actually reduce water retention over time by keeping your sodium levels in check. Just don't overdo your water consumption because it can lead to electrolyte imbalances. And something really important to keep in mind is that weight loss is not linear. It doesn't just go down in a straight line. It fluctuates up and down over time, over the course of a week or a few days or a month. And plateaus are part of the process. So you may weigh yourself and find you've put on a pound or two from 2 days ago, but your body weight fluctuates over the course of a day or a week based on many factors. So it's more important to set realistic goals and focus on long-term health rather than quick fixes. This is crucial for weight loss success. So the takeaway is to stick to a long-term plan. One of the best things you can do for yourself is to use a weight loss app. This allows you to enter your daily caloric intake and any activity you've done, and it automatically does the math to see how many calories you can have every day. They work really, really well. So hopefully this has dispelled some of the myths around weight loss that get spread on the internet and maybe between people's friends or whatever. So thank you for watching and be well.